Tuks up against CUT at the stadium here in Pretoria. It's a pretty warm, balmy day. It's a bit of a breeze out there at the moment. And the clash, which is expected in the Tuks team to perhaps get one up over CUT. A number of the local students coming in. And there's that breeze you're talking about. There's the weather, 31 degrees at the now. And should be getting down to 17, which the players unfortunately won't be feeling. And the humidity at just 34%, so not too humid for the lads out there. Young Guns game earlier, a few of their players in the stands, along with a couple of the Blue Bulls guys. As the two teams walk out, Tuks in their red and white, and in the blue are the CUT team. Led out by their captain, Hendrik Marsein, from Krugersdorp. Went to Monument High and busy studying business administration and public management. A very relaxed looking Tuks team. And CUT is Koos van Skalkwyk and Lucette Prop. The big form of Jacobus Henko Smit, Andres Venter and Adrien Rousseau. So here you go, CUT. There's Koos van Skalkwyk in the loose position. He's got some Currie Cup experience down at the Eastern Province Kings in the under-21s. Also have a look out for Vincent Maruping. He and his brother, some of the stars that have come out through CUT. And pulling up the back, Ruan Wasserman. And for Tuks, Andrew Beerwinkel coming in the loose position. He's a strong, feisty young gentleman. And have a look out for Aston Fortuin. He's got plenty of experience in Currie Cup underage group, as have a number of the other players. Tinus de Beer coming in the fly-off position. Josh Sander, normally a fly-off, going in the 12. And the very present Mani Lebok in the 15 jersey.
South Africa, South Africa, hy die blou van ons hemel, hy die diepte van ons see, oor ons ewige gebergtes, waar die kranse antwoord gee, sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Of the national anthem by Herna Gubuza and Klaus Janse van Vieren. The crowd hasn't really shown up for this game. Maybe they're expecting another side, but this is what it is all about. This is Vincent Maruping, the flanker for I6, man who's played Craven Week for Free State.
Just hasn't come through, really. I mean, he's an exceptionally talented young individual, was part of a lot of the green squads coming through school, and just hasn't cracked on to the next level.
And then Manny Bok, we know all about this player. He's a man who can light up the game, but it's Marsein, the captain, Chris Marsein, man who went to Mourners, who will be leading this Tuks side, who been going on a good run, put up some big scores, and defensively they've been very solid.
And quite importantly for them, they one game off the top three. They're lying in third at the moment, and points difference going to be a big factor, it seems, going on. So they're going to want to try to put a number of points on the CUT team.
Leseko Lehota will be our ref on his 14th Varsity Cup match, but he's a man who's refereed at the higher level.
plenty of experience, so good to have him out there. And he'll be coordinating everything from the middle of the pitch.
It's going to be about time, as you see. That's not a motorbike today. He's the man on the jog.
He's out of juice.
He's out of juice. The steers man just gives the ball over to Prolichutta, who takes it. And the man who will be entrusted with the kickoff will be Martin Jacobs, men who went to Central High. Just waiting on the timekeepers. Other options of commentary.
There's only one option.
Good on you. That's why you're still
Bhavani
tuned
Bobo,
on. That's
here
why
we
you're
go.
still tuned on.
That's why the crowd's so sparse. They're listening to you, Bubs.
Ah, good times, good times. Can't wait for this one. This could be a big score, but this is what rugby is all about. It's not played on paper. It's not played about the favorites. It's about the boys on that field, how much they want to put it on for each other. It's been a disastrous start for the boys from Bloemfontein as they come in from the Varsity Shield to the Cup as we off. Jacobs. All taken in, a good chase line from the CUT side. Inside the 22. De Beer. Stander. Ball across. Now they're using that Mustaine on the wing. Cracks on the pace, but Vincent Mapareng putting the pressure. Carrying on Warner. De Beer. To the midfield. Beerwinkel. Cracks on the pace, the big man. Places the ball back. Warner. De Beer. Stander. Looking onto his outside. He's out there with his flanker. Getting the building the phases now. Getting to the 10-meter line of the CUT side. Stander. Kerry again strong. Libok. See something. Exciting player he is. Outside center, Devon Rousseau. Kerry is strong again for Faucher. Warner. Ball is coming out slowly for them.
Release.
Not releasing the ball.
Release.
And Prolichutta just gets himself involved.
Good start here from Tukkies, as you would expect it. Ball in hand approach and some nice silky skills from forwards and backs alike. And as expected, a lot of tackling coming in from the CUT team. Vincent Mariping, he's the captain. He's putting a number of
12.
those.
12. Everybody was offside.
What a classic start. Some good carries from Beerwinkel, who said, and this one from Johan Faucher, the big tight head prop. And that Adrian Rousseau just going over the ball and off
Get
his
in there.
feet.
3. White.
Not too far away now. They put the ball in the Tuks side, but it doesn't go into hand. Mustaine cleans up. Captain mops up the work, but look at that steal from his opposite number.
Get back, 14.
Rousseau, and that's a kick, a long kick downfield from CUT. Finds the safety of the touch. Smash it, puts the ball in. Makwane. Libok. Looks on his outside. This is Rousseau. Rousseau's got Nadia on his outside. Nadia has to sit up and make sure that they retain position. Warner. De Beer is waiting for it. Mustaine. Cul-de-sac. No way to go. No momentum. Great defense for this time from CUT. De Beer talked about no momentum. He looks to gain ground with that. Has the ball on the string, the young man.
He's a quality fly-off, and that is just shown with that kick right into the corner. They're 5 meters out from the CUT line. And perhaps a little bit more of that from Tukkies. They can't be hitting the 6 until they build the innings up front. They're going to have to try to suck in a few of those defenders before spitting the ball out wide.
They've gone for a short man line out, 5-man to be exact.
Get back.
It's gone to the back of the line out, to the big prop. Carries it on, Hanko Smith. This is Heymans. Jacobs touchdown by Warner. Oh, this is ambition now from CUT.
Roll out, White.
Not dotting that ball down, takes it up just to set up another phase.
All backwards, all backwards.
Heymans takes responsibility, but again,
Scrum.
under pressure, CUT from the start, only 3 minutes gone.
What was Martin Jacobs doing? He's having a bit of a nap on his backswing.
Oh yeah, it took his time.
It took forever. Have a look at this.
Watch the paint dry
mate,
there.
You don't do that. Not at any level of rugby.
Oh, something that he have to learn. But look at this work and the recovery from Dagisa.
Let's get it right from the
Man
onset.
who went to Louis Borders at Technical High
Right.
School.
Get it right from the onset.
First scrum of the game and massive Tuks back.
Thank you.
Oh, you had a special scrum this last weekend.
Oh, it took about a minute and a half.
I saw how you guys are going off about it.
The Shemmeister getting very excited.
This is what it's all about. The big 8 there, the 60 men.
3 blue. It was just a crouch. Well, if everybody's quiet, you'll hear me.
Now, big right shoulder here. Bear in mind the scrum halves cannot go past the middle of the scrum. So a big right shoulder, an 8-9. It's a walkover try, really.
No, it's going to be interesting to see
Crouch.
that no one has really exploited that. Maybe using your 8th man is more for playmaking.
Fine.
You would think, yeah.
Standard, because you can't have any pressure. Good old days and the law amendments for the Varsity Cup.
Oh,
Seeing the
that's huge.
spoils of that scrum.
They're going for it, yeah, understandably.
Oh, the space there, one-on-one,
There
down
we
in the
go.
corner. Just stand there, easy as it goes.
1,
Tuks are up by 5 points in
Angle.
5 minutes.
stay square.
Just too easy for Tuks. Strong, massive scrum. The boys up front did the work in the form of Bierwinkel and Forshare. And just easy enough, the man from Queen's College walks over in the corner. On the back of that strong scrum, just the pass from the base from Warner. Easy enough for Joshua Stoner to get in the corner. First points on the board, Tuks.
The man who did go to that famous school there.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Very famous school. Another old boy right next to me, Robbie Kempson. You must have seen this player play at school.
Quality. He was in tandem with JP Smith at that time. He's moved from Tuks now.
Taking his time, the young man. Strike sounds good. And the flag stayed down. It's 5 points to nil. Tuks lead here, CUT, in the first half.
Strong scrum on the back of it. Stander comes from the open side of the field, sees that there's much of an opening on the blind side and gets in the corner.
Jacobs. Underneath it is Warner. De Beer. Space. This is Stander again. Oh, inspired the man by the try. Keeping possession, Warner goes to the blind side. Massane, the captain. Warner.
3.
Nothing for shit. Puts a pass on to De Beer. Good pass. Stander again is represent again.
Advantage over.
Ball is to Rousseau now. Rousseau has got Nodia on his outside. Nodia cuts on the inside. Nodia keeps the ball. Does he promote it? No, he doesn't. They have to sit. Recycle again. Warner. Bierwinkel. Offload to his prop partner for sure. Warner.
Play on.
Hustle and bustle here. Big strong carry from the 8th man, Swanepoel.
Advantage
Warner.
offside.
Stander. Could be hands. Ellie Bork decides that it's time to dance. Slow ball. Trying to counter over. CUT, not for sure. Hands again, the props in tandem.
Short.
Slow ball here.
Try.
Oh, well, I'm going to take a try. Just the continuity from the Tuks. Hard for CUT to defend as they just kept on giving away yards and yards and yards. Momentum with the Tuks side, the
7.
home side. 12 points
7.
to nil, 7 minutes gone.
As well.
Yep.
Skip to 7
Yards,
as
space on the
Better
outside. And
tackle. What
finally
did it
doing something subtly different. Warner taking it up the middle did make a big difference. And then just snaffling the burger at the back of that ruck. He gets over. Big near tuss for Shea.
well. Yeah, well.
There's a bit of egg on there, brothers.
Okay. Thanks.
Josh Stander. Takes his time. That's the first one. And it does it again.
Well, they do have another kicking option in Tennis De Beer. Ashton Fortuyn, he's been heavily involved. The man that's next to him Tuks for sure, man from Rustenburg. Went to Grey College and he's studying sports psychology in his 3rd year at Tuks.
Jacobs changing direction now. Underneath it, McWane, Liebach. This is De Beer. Warner, man with the pink shorts, player that rocked last weekend. For sure again, he's comfortable, ball in hand, the tight hit, gets over closer to the halfway line. Oh, his partner, I could call him his center partner the way they've been playing, but this is De Beer, cracks it on. De Beer looking for space. Nodier's done a great supporting line. Cracking on, corner flag, my boy. And it is over for the 3rd try. Oh, it's clubbing dead seals out here.
It's all too easy. Dierveld Nodier. Ball boys are studying BA. Gets in for the 3rd try of Tuks. And easy enough it was. Good storming run from Niras for sure down that right flank, and very well done, it must be said, from Tennis De Beer. He really set it up, and look at that, the vision to see the man on the outside. At pace, Dierveld Nodier. 3 tries to Tuks.
I don't know if Josh Snyder's going to thank him for that, but this is the man cracking on the pace, knowing that he can make it to the corner flag. Nodier scores the 3rd try, 19 points up already. And it's 10 points. 10 minutes gone. It's going to be quite a difficult game. Well, it's a 9-point try from the point of origin. And Steiner misses that conversion again.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think he's going to be happy with the angles he's been given. I think Tennis to be this man in picture will take over the kicking duties you'd expect. Have a look at that. He's a quality young man, quality rugby player. Played Curry Cup last year, and into the corner goes Dierveld Nodier. Try number 3.
Oh, he's had 3 chances to kick off on this first 10 minutes. It goes deep again. Liebach nominates himself. De Beer back in the pocket, uses that educated left foot. Wasserman, what a kick. Oh, the forwards will be looking at him and giving him a clap. A round of applause from the all 8.
Yep.
Quick line out. Jacobs. Finds the touchline. Not too far away from where De Beer kicked it. All in vain.
Yeah, they've been defending for 11 minutes of this game so far. Just a bit more effort to get back. Quick throw, give the ball a bit of air. Give yourself something to live by.
Yep, you can't do anything without the ball. Hooker, Camper, Warner, Stander. Hitting the ball in the midfield is Libber. Man who went to Offie. Slow ball for the Tuks side. Warner looking for it. De Beer, Stander, Rousseau brushes off another player. Rousseau looks for the inside. Who's there? Liebach. Oh, magnetic, dynamic. What an offload.
Casual.
Oh, this is what it is all about. It's a 5-pointer. Puts it underneath the post. Josh Stander will be shaking his hand.
Yeah, he gets an opportunity to get one over. Drop kept coming. As we see the try. De Beer gets it out. Stander, the man, he's just put the drop kick over for the conversion. So strong, it must have said, from Divine Rousseau. The flip on the inside chicken wing that Bobes loves so much. And Wani Liebach, you're going to see much more of that, man. Young man, have a look at him. You're going to see lots of him. He's going to play big rugby.
Oh, he's definitely a talent. He can play at fly half. Man, who schooled down in the Southwest Districts. Played for the Eagles at Craven Week. Jacobs goes for the short kick now. Support is good. Tuks dominating every phase of play.
Play the ball, not the man.
I won't help getting those penalties against you. Already in a bonus point now, the Tuks side. Looking to have got a bit of a dead leg there as the number 4 lock, Aston Fontaine. Oh, Jesus swap there. That's actually Brian Leach, man who went to K's College. Oh, what a kick. What a kick.
The forwards are loving him. Absolutely loving
No,
him.
you're fine. Nothing
It's
for
all
me.
happening here for the Tuks side. 26 points gone, 13 minutes. Oh, my goodness.
Open up, Blue.
Would you see a fight here,
Fight.
Robbie K? We'll be talking to these boys and telling them it's all about attitude to stop those driving moves.
That is. You're not going up for the ball. You've got to be stopping them all effectively.
That's one.
Got it going backwards.
They've done well. Try value from here, as you know, with the Varsity Cup laws, it's only 5 points.
Use it now.
Warner. Stander. De Beer looking for the inside. No, dear. Oh, if there's a corridor, walk straight through it.
Oh my, oh my. Another quick drop goal, just under. He wants to get onto the game. They've obviously seen the points accumulated by other teams, which might become the difference we make in the playoffs or not. De Beer on the inside, Nordia underneath the poles. Conversion taken, we get onto the game.
It's just been 2 minutes, and every time they keep the ball for 2 minutes, it seems that Tuks is going to score another try. And it's actually been well managed because they're not just trying to throw everything at it. They're playing with territory and lots of accuracy in their play. Leach gets up, the Kes boy. Done well, they're completing their CUT. Finally, they see the pill.
Get off the line, boys! Get off the line!
Jacobs. Big running, strong run from the big 8, Kriya. Over the 10-meter line. Changing direction, smash it. Carry strong, phase play, coming on. Pass, good strong run from Rousseau.
Roll out wide.
Heymans looks for the blind side, but nothing really going on. Again, they tried to have a go. Dagisa, Olretu. Strong defense from the Tuks side. Kiri now is from Skippers.
Get back there. Get back.
Heymans. Greer. Jacobs. Now coming on a strong line, and Wasserman does well with a challenging line at Iran. Gets into the 22.
Advantage over.
Momentum now. Heymans. Good hands, quick hands onto the loose head hit. Van Skalweg. Keeping possession.
Stay on your feet.
Hands, Jacobs. Strong tackle from Faucher, the tight head from the Tuks side. Heymans. And lost the ball forward. Just about to build that momentum. Stefan Kriya. A bit disappointed with that effort.
But the right idea, keep the ball in hand. It limits the scoring opportunities for the opposition. And just unfortunately, the pass just a little bit up and above his shoulder height. So nudging it on.
It sounds negative, but what a positive thing to say. Keep the ball in hand, just keep them away from scoring. They can't score if we got it.
Yeah, it's been a tough, very tough
Stay
opening
still all the
stanza
time.
for these young gentlemen. More
Crouch.
pain to come, one would suspect.
Assaulting
Fine.
out here. I mean, we're feeling it in the change room. We can
Slide.
see with the possession already. Tuks are really putting it
One blue.
onto the
7
CUT.
stay.
The scrum is going
7 wide.
forward. Everything is backwards for the CUT side. It's a good, strong scrum.
Late.
They've made about 5 meters.
Late.
Warner. De Beer. To Stander. Oh, beg your pardon. It is Rousseau. Lee Bach trying to clean. Heymans working hard on that steal. No advantage. Have to go back to the penalty.
Strong scrum from the Tuks team, walking with their opposition. It's hard work out there despite the scoreline. 31 degrees.
Just remember, just play it and I'll come back.
31 degrees
tell
on a
you when.
Monday
You can
afternoon.
also ask, it's fine.
Early start game here in Pretoria at the LC de Villiers Stadium. Another great kick from that man, De Beer.
Beerwinkel, comfort for Shear with the engine of Fortuin and Leach in behind, driving the opposition back, standing up on the far side, CUT, and the penalty going the way of Tuks.
Oh, you have to appreciate those skills, those football skills from Swanepoel. It's an overthrow and they overcooked it, but it's back onto the CUT side now with Stefan Jacobs, the hooker, Transvalia High School pupils. Jacobs. Kerry strong from the inside center. Now the captain, turnover ball. This is Leash. Warner changes direction. De Beer controlling things, puts the kick through. Worked out very well there from the outside center. Pata.
Scrum.
But he's tackled over. It'll be a scrum 5.
A swarm of Tuks players coming through on him. Not much he could do. Did well to get back. Did crack on Kronia. Nice little toe through from De Beer. There, taking it back over the line. Tries to get up, and he's just swamped by all the Tuks players. The scrum has been all Tuks. So you'd expect them to try go for the line once again.
Crouch.
And if they don't have that option, they should have enough momentum to unleash their backs.
With the interesting stack up.
Slide.
Trying to load onto the first receiver. Warner with the ball in. Scrum is going forward again. Warner picks up and go. Steps on the inside, uses his power. What can I say? It's raining tries out here at Varsity Villiers Stadium. 6 tries of the first half.
No, your eyes do not deceive you.
Yeah,
There's still a conversion to come. And Tuks are leading by 38 points before the strategy break. Massive scrum once again, but this try is just too easy for Warner. Just picks it up at the base and cruises over for the try for Tuks.
That's been one way. I think the only thing that will be happening here, best person will be getting the best of practice will be Josh Stander as he takes all the conversions. I got those 2 drop kicks which are in front of the post. Nothing off the tee yet.
Yeah. All right. Let me think about
Give it a good punt.
Should stick to the drop goals.
Oh, I should stick to the drop goals, but that is it. It is the strategy break that's going to be happening now. Varsity Cup fans, it's an opportunity for you to go for your own Varsity Cup jersey, where it will be auctioned. But with all of that said, Varsity Cup, we do have Carla Mackenzie downstairs who'll be talking to our guest. And it's a silent bid that I was talking about for those jerseys. Carla is ready with our guest down at the bottom of the fields there.
It's the strategy break at the FNB Varsity Cup presented by Steinhoff International. And with me, Arye Valentine, the sponsorship manager of Steinhoff International. What exactly do you do?
Well, I look after all our sponsorships from Steinhoff International side and all the commercial stuff that involves sponsorships. So obviously from the team sponsor of the Springbok Sevens, as you know, and Varsity Cup and various other initiatives around the country.
Now we are celebrating 10 years of rocking rugby. How does it feel to celebrate it with Varsity Cup?
It's awesome. Way from the start, from 2008, for us it's all about the passion and investing in the students, and Varsity Cup is a breeding ground for rugby. So coming along 10 years, it's great to be part of such a wonderful tournament.
Give us a quick update on the Steinhoff Korsais Championships.
Yeah, the Steinhoff Korsais Champs, they're underway. I think they're in the 4th round already, and to see those Korsais guys passion, as curtain raisers to the Varsity Cup matches, and let them feel a little bit of how it feels to be a semi-professional rugby player. It's nice to see those youngsters, lit up with their passion and their camaraderie on the field. So looking forward to the main curtain raiser on the 17th of April, live on SuperSport, and that's a massive opportunity for those guys.
Thank you so much, Arye Valentine. It's lovely having you here.
Thank you very much, and all the best.
Oh, that was Arye Valentine, a man who's behind all the sponsorship, as you can hear. He's activating all over the country.
All over the country.
That is great, and it's good for the kids. I mean, I'm loving this, the Korsais rugby. It's one of those things I missed out on. Didn't do the varsity much.
Yeah, Bibers, you're just too talented, bro.
Thank you so much. I'll take that. But it's been tough for the CUT side. I mean, what could be going through that strategy break? They look good when they kept the ball in hand.
I mean, all the coach could really be saying to them, try get your hands on it. When you do, keep your hands on it. Don't kick away possession. And from there, give it a crack.
How far does that go for pride, though? Pride in yourself, pride in terms of your professional...
Pride in the team, pride in everything. It starts with the individual first, and from there, the collective. But everyone has to look at themselves first and foremost before we get to the collective side of things.
It's all about the collective effort at the end. Individuals have to step up. Watching Jacobs doing this for the 6th time, as they've conceded 6 tries in that first 20 minutes.
Let's go. No, get back 9.
Going for a longish kick. Rousseau wants to put himself in the game. Liebach. Tackle from Mappering. Warner. Strong carry now. Offload. Bierwinkel running the support line. Warner.
Let it go now. No.
De Beer. Faucher. This is a stander. Rousseau has got Nodier on his outside. Nodier chases up to kick. Oh, is that too far? Yes, it is. Jacobs got the time and space.
Waste of possession. 2 players on his inside. He didn't have a look. So Dennis De Beer's having a chat, saying, I would have got underneath the posts. And he would have.
Oh, it's a long kick, but underneath it, as Rousseau does well to position himself backwards. Takes on the man, beats him. First pass. Nodier gets a second chance to redeem himself. A bit of a leg drive onto the 10-meter line of CUT. Warner. Faucher. Got Stander behind it. Stander straightens. Offload into the opposition's hands.
Yes, got it.
Oh, strong hit, but stays strong. This is it now. Wasserman looking for the support. They're coming from Matonsela. Heymans.
Stay with me, wide.
Taking his time. Oster's big man to carry up strong. That's the Henko Smith. Heymans. Looking for work is Ndakisa. Heymans. Jacobs. He's got now. Rousseau. Isolated in that breakdown, but Jacobs goes in looking for more. And this is Kriya, the 8th man. Stefan. Outside into the back to Wasserman. Wasserman looks for the opportunity, but Josh Stander shuts the door down.
9.
Offsides.
Yeah, definitely. That's lots of pressure. Keep the ball. Give yourself opportunity.
What a difference.
Oh, Tian Liebenberg will be taking a bar now.
So much better with ball in hand. More of that CUT.
When they go for the touch, Jacobs want to get their forwards rambling up and roll up their sleeves. Warner was the man who was deemed to be offside for that phase play.
Just a replacement coming on. Is Carl S.
Yeah.
There he comes.
Carl Hess is the man who's
No, he comes
supposed to be
back.
coming off.
We're chatting to Tian before the game. He's saying how difficult it's been. They've lost 4 hookers already. So that's number 5.
He's almost ready to strap up himself.
Yeah. He didn't look so old.
Oh, that's a tough one for the coaches. And all what you have to work with is what you got.
This is why we've got the tight head prop now. He's going to try to throw the ball in. Some innovation.
Smith goes over, but Marupeng does well. Vincent recovers the position. Heymans looking for his forward pack to come around. Yes, they do. Offering himself was Van Skalweg. Heymans. Jacobs. Now with the long pass. This is Wasserman. He's looked exciting. He promotes the ball to now. Now it's going for the 10. Oh, I have to go upstairs here. The captain looping around to Wasserman. The offload.
Right. Are you happy with the grounding now?
And it's in the corner.
All right. Okay.
And it's about the referees now. Let's hear what Pro Legote has to look for.
We're happy with the grounding. Can you just check if there was touch? Otherwise, we are with the try.
Okay, so your on-field call is a try.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have a look.
Sure.
Much better from CUT. Looked like they were a little bit deep to start off with. Was just gave Wasserman the opportunity to be unleashed. He's in touch. So unfortunate. We'll just see his boots scraping the white line.
That's so true. Best defender in the game, the touchline. Never missed a tackle of the history of the game.
They should have just given it.
Yeah, look for the inside
Consolation.
ball. Oh no.
Pro,
Yes.
But they'll be
the player
encouraged by
was in
that.
touch before grounding the ball.
All right. So no try.
Correct.
Okay. no try. Touch.
I mentioned at the head of the program how Tuks have actually been the best team on defensively. They've worked very hard at it, and it just shows how much pride they have on their jersey, and individuals themselves taking pride in their tackles. Right, do you know how to try?
No.
CUT. I've gone for a short man line
Jump
out
back on.
now, Tukkies. Beaten on the ground. That's
Get back,
Leash.
18.
Brian Leash gets the ball out. Kerry again, this for share the tight head. Oh, I was playing in the wrong position. Man, he loves the ball. De Beer searches down for territory. Wasserman. Wasserman, show and go. How's your number? Strong tackle from Josh Standard, he gets over the 10-meter line. Forwards are right there. Haymans looks left, looks right. Is. Gain line breached. Accuracy lacking. Has to stay up there, Vincent. Rupang found to be, he was a landing plane.
Yeah, it's also become more dangerous, that, with the sort of interpretation of the laws around the neck area and the prevention of injuries in the game of rugby. So you can't be diving into any rucks anymore. Here we go.
De Beer, quick play. Warner on his outside, this is Stander. Lee Bach got Nodia. Nodia cracks on the pace. Second, third gear. Tackle from Wasserman. Not held. Nodia gets up, plays on again. Cleaning. Took him by surprise. Bierwinkel onto the 5-meter line. Lost the ball, but then recovered again by the captain. Warner. He's got an option of his outside. Tennis De Beer, but he looks for himself. Look at that support line.
Okay. Before I award the try, I'm going to check your neck crack.
Yeah, it's around the neck, so this try may be disallowed.
Can you please just check for me before the try has been scored? 8 wide, neck roll.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw this live, and he's going to overrule this try with a penalty going the other way, it would seem. It depends
Regardless of how you want to explain it.
how
That's
bad
the
it is.
Sure.
Joindre now. Joindre Swanepoel. There he is. Oh, that's all he's playing with. His neck.
he tried to slip the arm away afterwards. So it's all about the interpretation. We've come upstairs to Johanni Kreef, very experienced.
I should have gone around the shoulders. Maybe use that. Maybe a little piggy
Throw.
farm roll.
Yes, right.
8 white, grabbed 9 blue around the neck, and he rolled him out at the maul. Ach, the ruck that was there, sorry.
All right. So nothing further, just a penalty.
No, it's more than that. Penalty and a yellow card against 8 white.
Thank you. 8 white. Got your decision.
Oh, that's a call from Villevors.
For that.
Pleasure.
He's going to give him his marching orders as he comes close
Yeah,
to it.
penalty
As you
will be
know.
under 5.
Neck roll is illegal.
Oh, seem to be accepting there, Swanepoel.
Yeah, he knew it. You can see he releases the arm afterwards, and it's so difficult when the referee's screaming release, release, the player doesn't, then you come for the clean in. Unfortunately, around the neck these days is a no-no.
You'll be gone if you're still playing.
Send it.
Be a lot of prop substitutions on our bench. Oh, he's just chilling on the couch. How's that?
Just maybe trying to make sure that the numbers, they do have a deficit in numbers now, the
Stay there.
Turkey side. Man has moved from tight head. That's Vincent Marupeng, who does very well to take a good liner throw from Smith. Now they go on to the backs. Oh, that ball looked as if it was a chip.
It was a Bob's pass.
Carrying on now, CUT.
Oh, hold on, son.
Another kick downfield, possession given away. Libok fakes on the front. Makwane supporting him, stay strong on that contact. He can't go past the man. Pick and go now from Libba. Not
3,
rolling away.
roll out first. I cannot allow him to
Oh,
play.
Smith.
Roll out first.
They've got a man in the bin. You think they will slow it down?
I don't think there's a need to. They'll put it down towards the corner. They've done this throughout the game. This has been the one quick tap from Tennis De Beer. He's missed that, though.
Oh, he has missed that. It's predominantly a
22 or
left-footed
scrum.
kicker against the left.
Yeah,
touchline.
He is ambidextrous, this chap.
Oh, here we go. Love that.
He can kick equally with both feet.
Oh, this is Smith. Just goes and lies on top of that
Right.
ball.
He was there.
Oh, you need a
Couldn't
forklift to lift him off that.
So roll out quicker.
There's a lot of meat to get out the way.
So it was a direct kick for him, that penalty kick. Gives a chance again to CUT. I would love to see how much creativity they can show here. They've got a bit of a different setup. Now the captain is standing at first receiver. But it all starts up front there, Rob.
That it does. And
Crouch.
with the shift in the hooker, Stefan
Fine.
Jacobs is off and Henko Smith, the tight head's gone
Slide.
to the hooker position. His scrum's been under immense pressure, but much better this time round.
Haymans now taking on the drift. This is a straightening up run from Cronier. Haymans. Back again, it's Matonsela to Rousseau. De Beer putting a lot of pressure on the breakdown. Let it go. Haymans. Haymans surging. The ball is turned over. Lubber reacts first. De Beer can see a lot of space behind this
Yep, got it.
CUT side, but the ball is slow. Changes his mind. Rousseau. This is Lee Bach. Dancing feet I mentioned before. Gets onto the 10-meter line.
Did it survive?
Warner. Massain, the captain. To the 10-meter line now.
Roll out, 18.
Ball is slow again. Warner. Likes to carry on the same side. Lubber. Go to the back. This is Rousseau. Straightens up. Strong tackles are coming in now from Kriya, the 8th man. Bowling. Camper. Gets over there. Nodia. This is Dibia. Beg your pardon. Chase from Lee Bach. Lee Bach does well there. Makwane steps himself. Got shot by a sniper. Jacobs. Westerman. Westerman is a man who's been looking promising throughout the whole game. Every time he's making yards, seems to be quite fleet-footed and he's getting the beating of everyone in front of him. But Massain, another turnover. An offload to Leash. Brian Leash, the kids boy, he's under.
The twist and the turn. The Englishman in the side from Cares, you'd expect.
I got you.
Brian Leach gets over. 7th try to Tuks. And he's done a bit of the hard yards today so far, cleaning out a lot of those rucks this time round. He's got just reward for his efforts so far in this game. Here we go, Leach. Spins through the tackle, manages to evade the rest of the defenders underneath the posts. And the conversion has been taken swiftly.
Oh, it's taken them a bit longer to score the 7th try of this half. Brian Leach does well. You can see his hands. Took him about 10 minutes. They're warming up to it. They have a man on the bin. It's 45 points to nil. Bonus point on bonus point. It's 31 minutes gone.
No.
CUT really trying to change the tactic here. Ball doesn't go 10. And they play it. It's a scrum. Really, that's...
Well, they had to play it. I think Josh Stunder got his hands on that. He would have been under the posts again.
Roll out quicker, right?
It hasn't been a good afternoon for the CUT side all the way from Bloemfontein. Man who's come on here is Dean Jacobs. Beg your pardon, Franco van der Berg.
Fine.
Well, so
Maybe I should try and get it
Slide.
right.
only 4 players lined up behind the scrum. Which way are they going, Bobs?
Oh, it's all about the numbers.
Oh, they've gone
As
the
a
wrong
scrum.
way.
No.
Playing with the will, the experience of Josh Stander. Look at this pace now of the chase from Makwane. Ball bounces for who? Oh, he leaves it behind, but Wasserman reacts. Secure position now. They do.
Use
The
it.
CUT side. Haymans takes it upon
Touch.
himself to look for the touchline. And it was touched, so it will be supposed to be this CUT ball.
Well, the bounce of the ball evading everyone. That could have been a very simple try. It wasn't. Wasserman again. He's been the star standout for CUT.
No, he has. He's really gave it all his best. And that's a Smith who's moved to hooker, the tight head. Goes to the back. This has been the base option. Heymans. Over the 10-meter line in their own half. There's no scrum off. He's the one who took the ball in. Elek van Skalkwyk. Van Skalkwyk shows why he's not there as a number 9. The carry is strong from Cronje. Does well, Red Cronje. Tackle fight, strong boy. Gets closer to the halfway line. Counter ruck from De Beer. Heymans. This is Kriya.
Roll out wide.
Reach into the half now of Tuks. Jacobs. Now. Wasserman, man with the pace onto the ball. Makwanes lifts him off the ground and they take him off to the touchline.
Strong defence from Tuks. Here's Wasserman. He really has tried, all in vain for the now, but he has tried very hard for CUT this afternoon. It's been all Tuks though. Here they go again.
Can't fold the ball. Leash. Warner. Stander. Little chip. Smash there, Makwane. Bounce again. Favors Wasserman. Wasserman trying to turn the things around. Pressure the ball. Almost deceives all. Stander does well. Stepping on the inside. Carving it up. Warner puts on the grubber. Who's there? Libak. Fair ball favors the Barnes. Oh, again. Oh, this is just... Oh, they're playing the music.
It's a thing of beauty, Bobs.
Oh, pulling the strings of the orchestra, yeah?
Fish Pro. Just check if 15 was not in front of the kicker.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Otherwise, I'm going to want to try.
Yeah, Libok is that quick. He didn't have to be in front. There's a number of very skillful players out there.
From time.
Started with the pickup from Stander.
This thing of you moving sideways.
And then the finish from Libok. Warner involved. So we're just going to be checking upstairs with Johan Krief, the TMO. If Libok was in front or not. I don't think he is, and he's not. And there goes the toe through from Warner, and then Libok, he is very fleet of foot.
Oh, he is.
He hasn't even changed the gear there yet.
Oh, not yet.
15
Even
was
Job
behind the kicker.
Postman.
He may award the try.
Thank you. Try, you say.
Oh, Libok has taken over the team.
Yeah.
Everything has to come forward.
And that's a 9-point try. That it's a 7-pointer with a conversion, offering you 9 points.
So, Tinas De Beer's taking the day off from the kicking duties.
Well, might as well get a bit of practice.
Yeah.
Second choice kicker, yeah. Mani Libok. He already had 2 tries before this game in the season. And now just showing what he is capable of, skill set. Let's see if hips don't lie. If his hips follow through the post.
Oh, take us through this, Bobs.
Definitely, wherever he lands, wherever they end. Libak with the conversion.
A very relaxed Spence, and that it should be. Stander, he got the pickup. He got the inside ball to Warner, and then Libok does the rest. The bounce of the ball perfect. The kick through from Warner just as much so. And Libok with his second.
Martin Jacobs with the kick, central high pupils. Fontaine, we haven't mentioned him in this game. He's been doing all the hard work in that engine room. Warner, De Beer, give it air. This is Rousseau. Shows off what he can do with his left foot. Going for territory underneath it, Jacobs. Calling for the ball is Stefan Kriya, the 8th man. Takes it up into contact, Heymans. Oh, a bit desperate there from Libber.
What do you call that?
Get away, that's not your side.
The dive and reach. Only Richie McCaw gets away with that, chap.
Definitely. You have to know these things. Martin Jacobs, safety on the touchline. Does well.
And Jean-Ray Swanepoel, he's about to come back on the park. He's been chilling on the pink couch.
He comes back and it's still 54 points to nil. 3 minutes to the half time, and you won't be disappointed. He didn't let his team down, nothing. They didn't concede any points. They went and scored 2 or 3 tries in the time. Smith, Marupeng, Haymans. This is now. Need a bit more pace, but now does well to break the first tackle. Haymans. Jacobs behind man. This is Cronje Wasserman. Jacobs to Smith. Retaining possession now, CUT. Try video, 5 points. Kriya Jacobs. Now, this is a step coming off from Madonsela. Beg your pardon, Ndakisa. Kriya. He's really put his body on the line too. Haymans. This is Jacobs. Cronje shows a dummy to Wasserman. Tackle from the both centers of Tuks. Changing direction again is Haymans.
Advantage over.
Gets the ball straight to S. Get over the gain line. Smith challenging the defensive line, but man from the Sinbin, all the energy. Haymans not committing anyone on the breakdown is the Tuks side. They've got a big strength on the defense. Kriya. Clean out from Van Schalkwyk. Haymans now has got a quick ball. Jacobs was flat on that ball. This is Wasserman, cracks on the pace. Marupeng. Oh, that's not working for the man from Bloemfontein. They're really putting it out there. Just not really clicking.
They're trying, they are trying. Let's give them that. But quality defense from Tuks. Almost snatched on the outside, yeah. Marupeng, if he'd got his hands to this, there would have been a lot of danger. But again, look at this, those numbers of the Tuks players getting across the field in their defensive effort. You can't fault them for that. Yes, it's been a rather easy first half for them, but defensively they've put the effort in.
I think Potter Heyman will be very proud of the team and what they've gone. They've just shown a lot. This shows a lot of maturity from the side. They knew that they were favourites coming to this game, but to put up 54 points just in the first half goes a long way.
Crouch.
Clear difference between the top of the table and the bottom.
Slide.
Man from the Varsity Shield up into the Varsity Cup. This is reality time. Another scrum. Warner. Standard. Massive pass to Lee Barkley. Not Luca. This is Sibahle Makwane. Del College boy looks for the inside ball. Opportunity for Jacobs. CUT now. Just outside the 22. Haymans looks for the chip over. Wasserman made the call, but kicked the ball away.
Half time.
Had all the possession, all the men right up with him. 8 tries were scored in that first half. 2 tries went to Nodier, the left winger from Tuks. As 54 points to nil. The Tuks lead on the first half. Welcome back here at LC de Villiers Stadium. UP Tuks 54 points to CUT Ajax, who have been up on a rampant, this Tuks team, and you start to think about the records and the records that were scored, and 100 points to 25 last year against the Ikes. I think Shimmy, they will be happy if they try to break that record.
The Shipmaster
gets us the ball from that kickoff from De Beer.
The trick here for Tuks is to try to keep their
You know
shape.
better than that.
Been very good in that first half. Very disciplined, and the defense was a standout feature. And we've got to give it to CUT. Yes, they're on the back end of a bit of a drubbing here. They've been disciplined. They've played the game to the best of their ability, but they haven't been offsides all day. They haven't been in the rucks all day. So you've got to give it to them, the sportsmanship that they've shown.
Well, they've even just gave away 6 penalties, this one being the 6th one. It just shows we want to keep it under 10, and Libak goes for the touchline. And can't falter this man from trying. You can see he does his maths, counting on that line out. Looking to go for the driving maul. This is Massane on the ball now as they shovel the ball backwards. No, he carries on, the captain. Warner. Seen Dean Rousseau taking a bit of strain there, the number 6.
Yeah, anyway.
Flanker. That was Massane was carrying that ball, the captain.
What about a quick tap? They're not expecting it.
Oh, you can have a grinding out. They've dropped about 4 players back. You've got the full complement in front with you. But Wasserman decides that sanity prevails for him. Get into the touchline. Don't make it that hard to gain yards.
Not running from the own 22. He's been in the thick of things as that man, Stefan Kruger.
He has. He's run very strongly. Seems to be struggling with the upper leg. Heyman. This is now. Getting into just almost onto the 10-meter line now. That's Heyman's again. The replacement was his. Wasserman steps and go. Tries for the offload. Oh, nothing really clicking on for the boys. As we see,
Play.
Moseko Tulu, quick line out. Warner. Look there for Libak. Libak's got options on either side, but he decides to keep the ball.
Play on.
Ball spills off. Big strides from Fenter. Heymans. The forwards have decided to put the ball under the jumper. Word was Brendan Fister. That's now. This is Waldo Pata. Offload, comes off the knee, does it. Ref plays on advantage. Libak looks on the inside. He's got options and opportunity, but he's still lost. Another pop pass, stepping. Ndagisa all the way to Wasserman, looking for the ball. Gets it. This is Stefan Kruger. Heyman. Smith takes on Bierwinkel. Heymans. Carry again from Brendan Verstappen.
No, it's fine.
Heymans. Greer. Step on the inside. Keeps the ball. Heymans. Jacobs. This is now the captain. Missed pass. Walder does well to pick up the ball. Gives it on the inside to his man Ndagisa. Heymans. Smith. Does well. Smith with the tackle fight. Leg drive is good. This is Fister. Fister does well. The ball was ripped by
Play on
Fontaine.
backwards. All backwards.
Warner. Massane decides it's time for the big man to rumble, young man, rumble. The offload onto the inside. Libba shows and goes. Libba takes on the winger. Tulu around the ankles, can't run without your legs. Warner, De Beer, opportunity for Cher Nodia for the hat trick. Comes around to make it easier for the conversion. Oh, Flat Guys have opened in the first half. Second half didn't take 4 minutes. They get their first try. Nodia coming on to get into his third try. First try on the second half. It's a hat trick for the right winger.
Standard decides to use the T this time for a very quick conversion.
And it's over 63 points to nil.
Big run up the middle from Edwin Libba. There he is, finally gets caught. Some good cleaning out from Warner, gets the ball out, and have a look at the last pass. None other than tight hit prop, Nietas for sure. Hat-trick to Diewald Nodia underneath the sticks.
I'd be happy with that. Good returns for the Tuks side, and they rest the big man up front. Bierwinkel makes the walk. Kamfer does the same. The whole front row is changed. See Reynolds, Holthausen, and Van der Veek. Big man Van der Veek 118 kilograms. De Beer. Stander. Rousseau to Stander. Long kick, Wasserman underneath it. Sussing out the opportunities. We're looking for support where he's full back to retain position.
Let it go, wide 4.
Brian Leach, the man who played the ball on the ground. It was a rack, no hands supposed to be used.
One, just watch your entry then.
Talk about scoreboard
Come to
pressure.
the gate.
There's an avalanche of points against you here.
The opening batsman is still out there.
Oh, it's become one-sided.
Vasi Wasserman still trying, all in vain at the moment. You've got to get your paws off that. It's Brian Leach.
Five-man line out with an option on the midfield. Mr. Dazwar gets the ball. Heyman's looking for a flat pass. Carry from the captain now does very well. This is what they've been looking for. Oh, Stefan Krier.
No need for that.
Oh, dived into a swimming pool.
Just sometimes get a little bit excitable when you're going into those rucks. No harm done to anyone, but he's gone off his feet. No question about the penalty. And good outing, it must be said, from Proloqueta. He's kept things moving along nicely. Good continuity, been very firm in his decision making.
No, it's been clinical, it's been precise and concise with the way that he's communicated with the players.
And these type of games can be very difficult. Yeah, no question about the penalty.
Open up.
Five-man line out, but it's good competing from the CUT side. The man who got his hand in between that was Andre Feinter, 1.98 meters.
Yeah, 14, just a little bit slow in that line out, telegraphed to the opposition.
Already.
Okay, all right.
There it is, too easy. Good work getting up ahead of his man from Andres Fenter.
Right, done very well there. Gave himself an opportunity to compete for the ball. Bit of a knock on from Smith. Back onto the scrum.
Crouch.
All new front row for Tukkies.
Bind. Slide.
The original front row of Bierwinkel, Comfort and Fouché on the sidelines, but they had Wits on the back foot. And yeah, the pressure comes straight through. Strong scrum, look at that. Yeah, ball still in the scrum and trying in vain is Stefan Krier to get that one out for his team. Massive scrum coming in. Oh, Reynolds, Holtzhausen, Verwey.
No respite here for the front row of CUT. It's been a very difficult game, but you have to be complimentary and commend the way clinical the Tuks side has been. And
in a kick like that from Rousseau. Have a look at this scrum. Beautiful. Pressure coming through. Everything correct. Good technique. 8-man shove up and through the middle. Sublime.
oh, the way those two locks split up there. A few technical things to be looked at.
Strong scrum from Tukkies. Tian Lindberg's got some work to do there. Baptism of fire into the coaching room.
Oh, it's always tough. Reynolds pushes the ball. They push the ball back now. Attacks. They're trying to go for the rumble up front. Oh, slow feet, pumping legs. Man in front of him as Reynolds. They've kept the ball in the front. Taking the time. Warner. Opportunity on the blind side for Tane. Stretches. Yes, he does.
Just let it breathe a bit.
That is the 10th try.
But good
Well,
call though.
it's 14. It's not Leach. They've changed jerseys early on in the game. It's Ashton 14. Gets over. Man from Queenstown. Went to Queen's College. And now applying his trade up here with the Blue Bulls and Tukkies.
Now,
Gets the reach over. Gets around the outside
19.
of the tackle with a
Who was
reach
that?
over from the long man.
yeah, just manage him.
And Tuks is really searching for that victory for 100 points, the record.
Well, Libok seems to be taking the hard kicks.
Stunned all of a sudden. No, mate. My stats aren't looking good from the tee.
They do have a few players who can kick for post, yeah. We know what De Beer can do.
Would have liked to see an Andrew Beerwinkel take one, but he's now off the park.
Well, wishful thinking. A few more substitutions happening here. See Warner making ways for Dean Jacobs. And Nadia will be taking a timeout. Libok. Strike sounds good. The flags say yes, sir. It's over. 70 points to 0 with the 51 minutes gone in this game.
Yeah, try coming in from Aston 14.
Sorry.
And he's been substituted almost immediately. So you get your 5 points, you get subbed by Puerto Human. The reach over. And the fresh legs on the field in Frederick Hill.
The kickoff has gone long, and it does well. They caught by the number 19 reserve, Denzel Hill. Rousseau. New man on the field, Van der Berg. Pick and go now, sitting and making the yards is Keenan Van Veek, man who went to Bose High. Down in Paul. Strong carry. Big lock forward placement. Looking to the blind side now. Rousseau. Shortest way to the try line is straight up. Twists and turns. Retains position. Again, pressure is on the captain. Let's get involved. Clean is good. Retention of the ball. De Beer. Gain carry from Reynolds. Rousseau. Rousseau gets onto the 22. Ball spills up. Libok cleans up that mess. Leach shows off his passing skills. Now it's become very difficult. Van der Berg.
You're on the ground, let it go.
Don't touch him.
Van Veek. De Beer. Ankle tap. Appreciates the laws. It's an offload.
Yeah,
Another one. As the 11th try. I have to go upstairs for that. I'm not too sure that maybe there's something that happened in between.
Johan,
Yes, Pro.
can you just confirm if what 10 White did was legal in that there was no knock on just before the pop?
Okay, I'll have a look.
Thanks, otherwise try.
Looked all right, Bobs. He released the ball. Picked it up
Seemed to
again.
release the ball.
Show me. All right, that's the reason why I didn't give it to you. I need to see it
Well,
clear
the
on.
try stand from Tuebi Van Veek. We'll have a look here. Tinus De Beer goes to ground. They're just looking for a knock here. He does everything technically right. It's just whether the ball goes forward. He
Still has it in his hands.
deemed to be tackled there. He's released it.
Ooh.
Yeah, interesting call.
Was that the
next.
release?
That was the release. What do you say, Bobes?
I don't know.
Pro.
Yes, Johan.
10 White did knock the ball on. No try. Scrum about on the 5 blue ball, yes.
This is going to shock the Tukkies boys.
Oh, there's some another jog because
But good to go upstairs from Mr. Klokwete.
yeah, I saw it. I mean, that's what we were talking about. His accuracy and the plays that he's been calling is actually being right on the mark, and it's good on him. As you mentioned, it could get loose.
Could get very loose. So right to bring the men back. Tinus De Beer doing everything right. It's unfortunately the release going forward.
Okay.
I didn't even write that try down.
I'm not sure. The CU2 packs looking forward to the scrum.
It's been a lot of pressure. They've been under the cosh the whole game. They've changed the front row. Nothing has stopped. They need some blood clots there to stop this bleeding.
It's been immense from Tukkies. Power, pace, some guile. Marnie Libok been superb at from fullback. Rousseau's really impressed in outside centre. And Tinus De Beer has really marshalled things from the
Time
pivot.
back on.
Even the work, you have to compliment the work that Josh Standard did too, just varying the play, ran off good lines, distribution was good, expected from a fly half, play center.
Not too many flanks play centers these days, Bobs.
Fine.
There can only be one.
Slide.
The evolution. You got too much skill to be in the pack. Go play center.
Another big scrum, it's a turnover. Rousseau takes his man on in front of him. Rousseau backing himself. Oh, not interested. Pro Luketa showing a lot of experience here, Lesejo. Saying, I was held up, there was men underneath him.
Yeah, let's get on with the game. Spot on. Another big scrum from Tuks. Just lifting that front row of CUT enough to get the strike. It's a good one. That's play that's come off the knee of Cobus van Schalkwyk. Just cruising over it. And then Rousseau, there was a man on the outside. He had the option to get it out to him. There's McLaren.
Crouch.
But he goes for it himself.
Bind.
But again, Tukkies with
Slide.
a big scrum.
Right, blue. Move over.
And that's the first
There's a
collapse
lock.
scrum of the game.
Yeah, it's all about setting up that presence and from the
When
start
it's
to
your
the
ball,
first scrum.
everything is perfect. So let's also give them a perfect ball.
Well, that's the
There's a mark.
explanation from the referee.
Just fatigue, I think that's set in. You can see the boys breathing rather heavily in the front row of CUT.
Well, that's the second front row they're facing in the game.
Crouch.
Doesn't really help much.
Bind.
All energetic here.
Slide.
Oh, what a scrum. Steady going forward now. Control that the back was missing, or lacking a bit of bird. Slowly building it up with the
Yeah,
forwards.
I got it.
Try video, as you can see on the screen, it's 5 points. The forwards decide it's time now
Short.
to roll up the sleeves. Libok is looking to go on to the blind side. Ball is out to De Beer. Opportunity Rousseau goes for the long pass. Stepping. Hit and turn. Straight him.
Advantage. 6.
Rousseau again. Looks to offload Manibok. This is Lubbe. Van Wyk Massane, the captain. Oh, he's been making
Another
all the hard
dangerous
yards with no glory yet. Libok. Goes for the little cross kick. Sebastian McDonough.
What a try. I've spoken about Libok before in this game. You're going to have to keep a
game
careful
doesn't
eye on
deserve
this
a yellow
man.
Right.
Really
3
is a
offsides, 2
quality
dangerous
player.
tackles. Oaks needs to
And
come
they're
back.
just showing what he can do. McLaren gets the try. Obviously learned those catching skills from one man called Grant Griffith at Dale College. But Libok, you can't coach that. Just the vision, the chip over the top. And he gets the try. Finally some strong work from the forwards. The direct route which you'd normally expect from Tukkies. Just sucking in 1 or 2 of the defenders. The defence has stood up, but Libok, little
Doesn't
chip
really
over the
matter
top,
when
perfectly weighted. Sheer class from him, and the finish an easy one.
That's 75 points now. And Libok will be lining up the kick. He's not just a talented ball and hand player. He can kick. Decision making, astute. And yes, lots expected from this young man. Follow through the process. And it's over. Kane the flag says, yes, sir. 77 points to nil.
McLaren has got the try. Libok, the orchestrator, the chip over the top, the good hands from the winger. 77 points it is. 21 minutes to go.
This is Quinier taking over from Jacobs on those kickoffs. Hill hits it backwards. Matt recovers the ball. Liebach susses his options, looks over, sees the opportunity. Pace and an offload on contact. Oh, a little bit disappointed, Rousseau.
Very disappointed. Hasn't made many errors tonight, and that's just the one of them.
We'll get it just now.
Liebach again seeing the vision that CUT hadn't come up that far left-hand side. Good take up, it must be said, from straight on. Gets his arms to the tackle, and just Rousseau, unfortunately, comes off his knee.
Yeah, it does. You just want to see a bit of a reaction here from CUT. It's been an hour into the game, they've warmed up into it. Sadly on the wrong side of the scoreboard, but still a lot to play for. That's where they've been struggling, another tight hit. Looking to go onto the blind side, De Beers. Will they get the ball back?
You're on the ground, Blue!
You are on the ground, let it go.
All the explanation there from Lesego. Pro Lechuta, the referee, explaining the laws to the CUT open side flanker, Dean Rousseau. De Beer, great touch finder. It is strategy time, strategy break. It's been a tough and a difficult game for CUT. You wonder to yourself, what is the coach from CUT have to say to lift up his troops? And we go down to Carla downstairs, who's with one of the luminaries.
Varsity Cup is one of those stepping stones in all of the young guys' dreams. Like, for instance, if you're on the school banks or sitting there talking to your mates, most of the guys you will hear, they want to go to the Varsity Cup, play in the Varsity Cup, because there is where dreams are made. There is where you're building your career forward to be a professional rugby player. And for me, it was one of those moments where I just could have said to myself, just show, like I said now, just show everything there, and maybe you will get the chance to play Super Rugby or Currie Cup. So after that season, 2013 and 2014, everything just opened for me, and look where I am now today. Won the Currie Cup this year with the Cheetahs, and looking forward for next year Super Rugby. So that is the stepping stone for young guys.
It's a thrilling game between UP, Tuks and CUT. And with me, Roan Steenkamp. Roan, once a Varsity Cup player, always a supporter.
Ja, definitief. Dit is 'n lekker kompetisie om te speel, jy weet. En wat is nou lekkerder om op 'n maandag op die paviljoen te kom sit en die bootjies te ondersteun. Jy weet, en dan is dit ook nog lekker, jy weet, klomp van die pelle speel daarso, speel vir Tuks. So dit is lekker om hulle te ondersteun en dit is 'n lekker vibe altyd. So dit is lekker om op maandag rugby te kyk.
Now, what role did Varsity Cup play in your game of rugby?
Ag, ek dink definitief dis 'n goeie platform vir senior rugby. As jy gaan kyk deur die jare hoeveel senior of hoeveel spelers deurkom wat weet Super Rugby speel, Currie Beker rugby speel. Jy weet, en die eerste ontmoeting teen daai spelers is op Varsity Cup vlak. So ek dink dit berei ou voor vir senior rugby en ja, dis 'n goeie platform vir Suid-Afrikaanse rugby en ja, dit wat gebeur in Suid-Afrikaanse rugby.
If you could be part of that strat break with Tukkies, what would you say to them to motivate them for the last 20 minutes?
Ag, jy weet, ek sal net vir die boetjies sê hulle moet stick to their guns en bly net, jy weet, gefokus en ja, give it all. Ja.
Dankie, Roan Steenkamp.
Dankie.
Oh, the former captain, Roan Steenkamp. Steenkamp was made the Super Rugby season debut this year. A man who's led the side to memorable wins. And he'll probably be saying, please, boys, don't break our record.
Well, we certainly hope you don't.
Oh, they carry the ball on. Strong for Hussein, gets into the 22, back into their structures. Now it's time to get going. This is Hill. Hill, secure possession. Murray coming around the corner as Holtzhausen. changing direction. Murray. Stepping and weaving there is Van der Berg.
It's a tackle now. Let it go. It's a tackle now.
Van den Berg. Murray. Liebach.
In front.
Liebach.
That's fine. That's fine.
Rousseau is
The
finally
tackle was in
over.
front,
Gets his try. He's been working hard. Liebach just not. Literally does have the ball in the string.
No, that he does. Liebach sliding into the fly
done.
position
You saw
when
that you're in front
Tennis
there.
de Beer is out in those rucks. And Rousseau, he's got a very well-deserved try. Liebach again with the chip over. It's the second one that's resulted in a try. And this time Rousseau over the whitewash. He's tried very hard this evening and he's got his results for it.
Now you have to appreciate that skill. So much pressure coming on to him. Still have the presence of mind to put a little chip.
CUT, they've tried now just keep the numbers out the rucks, fan out the defense, which is why they're coming nicely off the line. But not when you got Liebach playing against you.
Oh man, he can read a game. He read that backwards there. Lining up the kicks now. Is firmly pushed on to the fly-off position. Very comfortable. There's a success here. Takes his time. He knows he's got 90 seconds. Kick is good. Sounding good. Oh, drifted off.
Sounded good.
Sounded good. Just didn't go over.
Nah, there he is, the man, Rousseau. Divine Rousseau from Windhoek. He's studying a BCom in financial services. He gets his try tonight. Hard effort from him all evening.
And that's what it is. This is Miss Tuks as a finalist, First Princess and Miss Tuks for 2017. High ball from Crenier. Heel is underneath it. Oh, goes straight through his breadbasket. Good work for CUT. They find the ball back now. Starting to build a bit of phase, and it's a big man against a small man. De Beer does well to rip the ball. Doesn't. Vincent Marupeng working hard to secure possession. It's on the ground, so it's Ruckus no longer more crying, yeah. Now, physical. Clean is good. Marupeng secures possession. Carry now from the big burly prop. Oh, quick tap here, any day. Up the tempo, break that duck. Tian Liebenberg. Coaching is not that easy. He understands how he feels, how the coaches felt about him.
Yeah, not so easy when you got that mantle.
Oh, there he is. Springbok hooker. Stormers. Good man. Jolly good guy around.
Very affable young gentleman.
Oh, he's a decent lad.
Top man.
Smith. He's got the pressure, putting on the ball in the line. Does well. They retain possession, a shift drive for the CUT side. Let's get over it.
No, Smith!
Oh, not rolling away. Mentioned how stingy their defense was. They're not giving anything with 82 points ahead. Heymans. They get the ball back. Yes, they do. Tulu. Wasejo. Big carry from that loose forward. Came off the bench, Dion Dry. Brother winning the HBC of the weekend. But this is Cronier now. Ball's gone loose. Heymans looks to change direction. Opportunities. Vincent Marupeng. Tulu. Rousseau. Heymans. Tulu. All respects himself. Oh, ran into the touchline. Oh, Cardinal sin there.
Good defense, but it's just too clustered from the attacking point of view for CUT. Everyone trying to get their mitts on the ball, but a bit of air, a bit of space, utilize the width of the field might have been an option.
To be a bit rudderless there. They didn't really have the direction. Campus just lost out on that.
Patience.
No direction. Players kept on running onto the touchline.
Okay, Blue, I'm the mark.
Change of ball.
Yes.
After that break up.
What do you say, Bobs?
Open
Exit
up,
play, or are we going to be running it?
Mark up.
I think it's about time now they really challenge themselves, challenge their fitness, get in all the game patterns that they want to put out to attacks. They go there for Brian Leach, who does well, show and go. Strong carry from Franco van der Burg. Murray. Liebach finds the safety of the touchline inside his own 22.
Yeah, they should have given it a crack. What's the point?
Well, it's all about asking yourself, lift the bar a bit. Now, those are the young guns.
You're gonna dummy, don't jump across.
If you thought this score was big, you should have seen what they did. Barnett. Ball back to Haymond. This is a man who's been trying very hard, the captain now. Not rolling away his liver. I don't know if he's spotted. Yes, it is. Haymond, this is what they should have been doing. Catching on the back foot, the tackles from Hill. Now secures possession. Everyone is on the rack. No need. Carries. Big one from Van Veek. Beg your pardon. That's S. Coming on a great line from Wasserman. Oh, he's tried so hard. He deserves something from that play. Oh, they can just only think about what could have happened.
Yeah, nice short run coming onto the ball, but the tackle coming in at the same time and spilling it forward. Vasi Wasserman.
Let's go.
There's some tired legs out there for CET. They've defended for much of this game. Most important stat, 29 missed tackles.
You can't fault to them for their effort. It's just they've been up against it from the start. And it is the difference of Varsity Cup from Varsity Shield. Teams who've been here. Tuks, two-time champions of Varsity Cup.
Fine.
And they've played in all the Shield finals, never won one. CUT. And now they get the taste at the high level. Heel, breaks and go, makes yards. Ball is knocked on, definitely it was. And it's a bit of a speed wobble.
It was. He got up, he didn't see the flank. Where's the defense?
He could not believe the space he was going at. Could have chipped and chased, he could have done anything he wanted.
Yeah, he was a bit shocked.
Expect unexpected, young man. This is rugby. Play what you see in front of you. They give you space, you attack it. Oh, almost 10 minutes left on this first game of Varsity Cup Monday. Rugby that rocks.
Crouch.
So, number of turnovers at the scrum.
Slide.
There's about 4 tight heads in my count. Haymond, Wasserman, shining light in the team. Smith does well, ball protection, secure. Stepping on the inside, good line coming in from the big man, Fister. Changing direction is Het Cronier, going into where everyone is, the washing machine. And then a forced pass.
Los.
Decision making will be something that they have to look at.
3, get away. 3 blue, get away.
There'll be no rugby game without everyone exchanging their hashtags.
Lovely.
Knock on. Scrum.
So we get on with the game.
Crouch. Bind. Slide.
Scrum is off being for Tuks. Let's see how much pressure CUT can put in there in the last 10 minutes.
They've got to run this surely. No.
Yep, exit plays. It's back to the structure. 82 points up.
Handy boot does Rashad.
It does. It's a quick one. This is him. This isn't Dagisa all the way to takes on Tibia. Oh, ran into a big tackle, but it's now the captain with the offload. Turnover ball, but look at the intercept from Tulu. That's a good read from the young man. Vincent Marupeng, one of those players who really tried hard. Central High School pupils.
Yeah, Tennis Tabia wins the fight. And then Marupeng into contact, he gets smashed. There's the good tackle from Tennis Tabia.
2.
Well, that's been the whole story in the evening, or this afternoon. The whole pack of CU2 has been running backwards. Takes a lot for those players to get over the gain line. Decision making hasn't helped them much.
Not at all. So the action man, Libok, in behind the scrum. Continues to be out on the left-hand side. Tell me, our backline players, I mean, you're one of them, are they bright enough to perceive what the difference between a left and a right shoulder and which side they should attack?
Definitely, you always play with the world. You're talking to a man with a reform flag.
Wherever the,
Yeah, no, it is always, it does make sense, but on the midfield scrums, you tend to favor to go to the side where you can use your 8-9 because you can have more numbers. If they don't load over that blind side, then it's when you go for the blind side.
With the Varsity Cup laws where your scrum off can't come beyond the center of the scrum, your 8's really got a freebie. You can go left or right.
Oh, definitely. Can you imagine the interesting moves of there were some special loose forwards we've had in South Africa, the Rassie Erasmus. I mean, can you imagine the hit and spin from the 8-man, the blindside flank coming around, hitting the fullback on the inside?
Oh,
my friend.
Slide.
The Royals Royce.
It'll be a good day. It'll be a good day.
You're laughing.
Hill has got the ball at the back, showing his soccer skills, but he leaves it to Marek. Lee Bok onto the line. Yeah, he's got support from Stratham. Again, Hill. Fight.
The tackle now,
protection
6.
is good.
The tackle. Lost.
Rousseau has to leave the ball. Liebach taken over from fly position. Rousseau. He's got Reynolds on his outside. Let me ring on the wing there, the hooker. Marie. Tackles low, it's a great tackle. Kills the momentum. Liebach is back at first receiver, but it's the surge from Mary. Liebach. Captain. Oh, captain. I lost the ball in contact. It's a bit of drop intensity in terms of how they've played in the second half. I know there's been a whole lot of changes, but still.
Yeah, as a coach, you really want to see those changes. You want to actually pick up the pace of the game, bring up that momentum. We see Eddie Jones chat about it, and he moans about other things, but he has utilized those substitutions to increase the tempo of the game. Finishes, that's what you're looking for, and that we haven't really had from these guys.
I think what you want to really put out there, especially for the players, just to get a different approach. They spark players, they're there to spark, they ignite the flow.
They've got 20, 25 minutes.
Come on.
Crack it.
Empty the tank, get in there, make sure that you can actually compete for the starting lineup. And when the coach starts seeing that we dropped on momentum, you're not really giving yourself a chance.
He gets to the video and he goes, well, scored 60 points in the first. Okay. I'm now frustrated at you buggers. What did you do in the second?
Yeah, just means that.
And that sits in the back of his mind. You're right, when it comes to his selection later on, when you get to the heated end of the competition, and there's a 50-50 decision, you're not going to go for the bench, boy.
Yeah, standard. That's so true. That's why competition is vital in a rugby game. The whole 23 is a complement of each other. It's supposed to be a competition for the start, week in, week out.
Bind. Slide.
It's another scrum.
Yeah.
Predictions?
Gets a slip. Slip.
They need a quick strike, otherwise Tukkies will be walking over the ball again. Been some good performances out there. Tennis to Beer really caught the eye. He's been Good tactical kicking, ball in hand. He's good on support play. Try that again, distribution. There we go.
Yeah, distribution.
Got it.
It's quite interesting how they've gone about it. They've taken Manny Libok to fly half, and they've moved Tinas De Beer to inside center. And finally, pulling at the back because Stratham was gone to fullback.
Yeah.
So
Rousseau has been very impressive.
Rousseau has been impressive. Scrum was...
9!
Can he get the ball out now? Creaking backwards. Hemmings.
Bind.
There was no bind from the loose forwards. Tap and go.
Give it a crack. Get down there, get the penalty, take the 2 points.
Definitely they need to get themselves onto the scoreboard just for their pride, just for their confidence for the next few games. It's been a tough going. It's round 6 of Varsity Cup. 4 games played. This is the 5th one for the CUT side. And they're back.
Here we go. The strong scrum coming again. So difficult to try and get that ball out. Yeah, completely offsides, no question.
Yeah, completely offsides. The forward pack was back paddling. Smith is up in there. This is false Rain. Goes to the back. Good line out throw from CUT. They're coming around as Folkvane gets over the gain line. The forwards have really tried hard and they struggled. But this is Cronier again. Accuracy. And it's a knock.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's fallen a piece.
Oh, they come by a luck anyway. Definitely shouldn't be trying to play the lotto today.
No. Jump in that bus and go home, sons.
Oh, it has been difficult for them. You understand that they don't have the massive, I guess, complement of players and talent in there. Shimler's still in the same place, and Bloemfontein, they probably get the first pick of the players. And then if you really want to get yourself a diploma and get yourself into the technical side of things, you go to CUT.
Indeed.
Don't walk around. Don't walk around.
Perhaps the last play for Tukkies to get another try on the board.
Oh, it's a 7-point value try for him here. Rousseau into contact. Back into Libba. Edouard Libba. Marie. Leash showing off the skills. Backwards. Overrunning. Libok. Leash again. Man is comfortable with his distribution. Oh, Stratham stepping on the inside. He's got De Beer on his inside. De Beer, does he have the pace? No, he's gonna look for. It is Rousseau. It's a brace. It's a 9-pointer. Whoever scores, De Beer gets it.
He's a bit cheeky.
Oh,
Turkeys. I suppose he got 89 points on the board.
It's his 3rd Varsity Cup try.
I'd forgotten about it.
All the work of support play and even playing as now his centre partner. And Rousseau cracks on the pace. Libok with the conversion. It's been 89 points to 0.
Well, 91 it should be now. Rousseau, his 2nd try, unselfish, gives it to De Beer. Warmers misses out on it. Not sure if Puerto Human will be smiling as he walks down the stairs with those sort of antics. Still one to come. One kickoff, one final play.
You can read that, the biggest winning margin of the Varsity Cup history. 93 points by UJ versus TUT.
Shimmy's lost the record.
Oh, Shimmy's lost the record. Cronier. Carried on by Leash, goes for the chicken wing. Not too much hot sauce on it, didn't give it any air.
Oh, Bobes, you're going to have to teach them a thing or two. Add a bit of the spice.
Needed a bit of spice, needed to elevate the ball a bit on the offloads. Give it a bit of time so the player running on can get the full visual of it. It's going to be tough for Tiaan Liebenberg.
Well, he's fortunate that he's got the sort of easier games to come now for the rest of the competition. This is the last of the real big hitters that he's up against.
Well, I mean, at least the players know where they lack and where they stand now with the format. Varsity Shield's not the same as Varsity Cup. Now they can up their ante, make sure they get themselves ready for a better season, maybe next campaign. Heyman's not over yet. We need that try. Krek now. Wasserman tried hard, the young man, but his man handled there by Rousseau. Loses the ball. Tulu does well, secures possession.
6.
Heymans. Had the man on his outside. Ooh, that was interesting. Looked a bit forward. My eyes. Reserve forward, that's S. Carrying it straight into contact. Heymans. Crenier, too deep for my liking. And anyway, offload in contact, Wasserman. Carried on now by Wilder Pata. Nagisa loses out on that ball. A knock on. Kwane does well. Have they had enough? No, please, let's have another one. They are straight him. The reserves want this ball. They don't want to kick it out. Kerry strong again. Find it there. Oh, is this it? It's a cracker. He's looking for 100. Is he going to be caught? No! What a chase, though, from Rousseau. And that was the tighthead prop. Cracked on the pace.
Wow, have a look at that.
107 kilograms. Shifting gears.
He's a law student. He's got brains, he's got pace, he's got brawn.
What else do you need? Skill set for days.
Man. There we go. Yeah, it is not much on the head defense. Cracks on the afterburners. The engine's running. Full tilts. Bob's poetry.
Oh, come on. Can't get to him. He knows he has to dive. And this...
Yeah, oh, Tian, we do feel for you, brother.
Nah, it is. That's 98 points on the scoreboard. A conversion to come.
Net man Libok. Just missed the one.
This to make it a century.
Not out.
Johan, was it a club 22 for these ARs?
Manny Libok. Man has shown all the skills you could ask for. The vision. Started off from fullback, moved on to the second half to play at fly half. Been lining up kicks from the tee. "90 seconds he has. Oh, the flag said, yes, sir. It is a handy. It is 100. Try scored in the second half. They've gone on to really show what they can do. Manili Bach leading from the front. The bench came on. They were a bit quiet for 10 minutes. CUT could not stop the bleeding. They've missed 34 tackles. 13 tackles were missed. 14 tries scored in this game. 100 points to 0. Tuks beat CUT. I'll see you with this.